poor people.
Well, I'm one of them, so
That's all right.
it's all right.
And there we go.
I'm so sorry.
And then
I'm so sorry.
there we go.
You guys, it's not you, it's us. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And no, it's actually not even your internet. It's actually Apple. I have that issue that happens to my work laptop all the fucking time.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's good
You
to know.
probably want to restart your computer after we record.
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'll go to play video games and I have to plug my computer in to do so I get the sound.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work proper if I don't reboot. If I don't reboot Scoot and Boogie. You know?
Mm-hmm. She's just chilling right here.
She's very
What's
needy.
good, y'all? I got the kitty on me.
T, we apologize that you've had
We
to go back and
sorry.
forth.
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
It's not you, it's us.
Yeah, no, blame Apple.
Yeah. Internet issues, Apple issues.
Blame Tim Apple.
Timothy Apple.
Yeah.
Timothy Appleton.
Appleton Jacksamillion.
And then
All right, so here's the thing, KB. You were talking about going to the gym.
yeah.
Some dude on the treadmill, a couple treadmills down.
Yeah. Yeah, so the reason
Clearing
why
his throat.
cleared his throat. And listen, like I was telling Aimee before we got disconnected, once we got disconnected, sorry y'all, was that like, yo, I go there purely to work out. I'm not trying to meet nobody.
Right.
I'm not trying to. There are people that legit like they kind of socialize at the gym.
For sure.
That is not me.
Yeah.
Like I feel disgusting afterward. Like
Yeah.
it's like I'm a sweater. So like yeah, so once he's done with his 2.2 walk, he, instead of, there's like different little kiosks where you could pick up the stuff to wipe down your machine. And so like he was wiping down his treadmill or whatever, but he went to the kiosk that was in my like line of sight so that
Yeah.
I could see him after he done cleared his throat
Multiple times.
trying to get my attention. So then he tries to talk to me. I'm like, dude, like, oh my God, like I was kind of dismissive because I was just agitated. Like,
Yeah.
and I had my headphones. I didn't even take my headphones out.
Damn.
Like, dead ass. I was just like, dude, like,
No.
and like, he's just he was just an old dude that I don't know if he was trying to still see if he still got it or what, but I was just like, dude, you're annoying me.
Old how? How old?
Probably late 50s, mid 50s.
Okay, so then what happened?
So what do you mean? What didn't? Are you talking about the other thing? I thought we were saving that for the pod.
We can. Wow.
I'll save it for the pod. We could just
Okay.
start. Let me just
right.
do the clapboard.
Do the clapboard.
Make it clap.
Oh.
I can tell you one reason I didn't smoke this week was it was a celebratory smoke because Aimee rocked SNF this week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I did rock it. I was very happy. I was very happy with that set. 20 minutes. That's a long time to do. But it was fun. It was a good time.
You know, that's an interesting perspective. I know that a comic understands comedy when they're like, "Oh, 20 minutes. That's tough to do," because there are a lot of people like, "Oh, I get all this time," and sometimes I watch their set and I'm like, "No, you don't."
Right.
You really don't. Like you have words and material.
Yeah. Yeah.
that takes up that time,
Yeah.
but that is not the case.
Yeah. That's like 20 minutes to me is me being like, okay, I got to put together 4 or 5 minute sets. Like, that's how I do that. But again, very thankful to be able to pace my shit out and talk to the audience a little bit. That's fun when you've got like a lot of time.
Yeah.
Tim's going to be there this Thursday.
I'm doing 7 minutes of material in 20-minute sets. Just kidding. I'm always like, there's always a little bit of extra pressure when I do SNF because it's just like, oh, only like half of the people I look up to the most in comedy are producers there.
Right.
So
I'm very similar where I'm like, I don't want to disappoint them.
for real.
I was very thankful for the opportunity. I thanked every one of them. I was like, thanks for having me. Dude, of course. I'm like, no, I mean, seriously. Like, thanks for having the confidence in me that I would be able to do 20 minutes.
Nah, yeah, because there are people, like I said, who think they're doing 20, and I'm like, you are not doing 20.
Right. That was
God
your
damn
hair.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
But hold on, let me grab that before.
You grab that, girl. You grab that, comma, girl.
Nah, he coming over here to look.
He's going to go upstairs, and that's fine.
Hey, who's walking by clearing his throat?
Yeah. That blew me. That really fucking blew me that he moved over from where the fuck he was closer to me and then spent his time clearing his. Bro, like,
No.
we're still in the pandemic. It's 2021.
Right.
This is not how we meet people. If you're an old school player, go to a car wash. Go to a car
Wow.
wash and meet you
Wow.
somebody there. Do not do the gym. Don't
Sound
do the
advice.
gym.
Sound advice.
We ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's do the dang thing.
I'm going to sing this song the way I want to.
Go for it.
All right.
All right, I'll turn it up super loud so no one can hear you. In 5, 4.
It's time to laugh. Boredom is just torture. KB and Aimee have this world that to order.
We do.
Pull up and share. It's the happy corner.
What the fuck is up, everybody? Welcome to the Happy Corner podcast with KB
And Aimee.
and Timmy. And we have the lovely Adele, our thought in the audience.
Tim said, ow, ow. Ow, ow.
Yeah.
Very modestly.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Happy Corner
Welcome
Podcast.
to the Happy Corner podcast. We feeling great, feeling good, feeling good, feeling
we got
great.
all our technical difficulties
Yeah,
out in
sorry
the
about
pre-show.
that, y'all.
So
Blame
we're good.
Apple.
Yeah.
This is a constant, no lie, this is an issue that happens with the shit a lot.
Them
Where-
shits.
Them shits. Because it's on this. It's been happening at work too with
Yeah.
everybody's laptops and shit where we have to do that shit. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm thankful that you were here to solve the issue. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So so earlier in the pre-show I was talking about working out, going back to the gym, which I'm really happy about. I felt so good. Like I've been feeling like a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that happened at the gym where I was wrapping up, I was pretty much done, and I was thinking about like doing one more thing, and I was like, nah, because after this happened, I was like, nah, like I'm good.
Yeah.
Because it started to get like more and more people started to come in, so I was like, ooh, let me get out of here. And some people can't work out in mask apparently, which is
Mhm.
kind of
It's too
obnoxious.
rough. Yeah.
Which I was running with my mask on.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Not
All
a
right.
big deal.
Whatever. So,
Are they allowed to work out without a mask?
if your space is, if there's nobody
Yeah.
by you, but in the area that I was at, which is the weight area, like so many dudes over there be faking the fun. These motherfuckers will sit up there and curl a 10-pound bar for like 40 minutes. Like, I'm like, fam, like, they just looking at themselves in the fucking, like, mirror.
I
That's
can't
all.
wait to Photoshop more weight on this.
Like, Like that's all that they do. I'm like, fam, like come on, and like yeah, some of these people, I'm like, all right, but I had got off this. I was doing weight training. I had got off the bench or whatever, and I've always since I've ever worked out, I have always wiped down the gym shit.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Oh, because
As you
you're
should.
a decent human being.
Yeah, you're not
Always,
a piece of
because
shit.
it's fucking gross.
Pre-COVID, everything. Like
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah.
You wipe down your shit.
You wipe down your shit. Like this shouldn't be a new protocol because like no,
Yeah.
You should have been doing
Nobody's not leaving sweat on their fucking machines at the gym. You know what I mean?
that. Yeah.
Like nobody's coming off that shit clean.
Yeah. So I go to grab paper towel and the spray stuff to wipe everything down. I turn around, dude is already on there, and I'm like, he's like, don't need it.
Nope.
I was like, and at that moment, I said, I'm done working out today.
I would have gave him a look that he could have seen through my mask.
Cause I know I was sweating through my shirt, like you could see my sweat stains.
Yeah. And he was like, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I want to sit in your stank.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he was like, "Ooh," he's like, "No, you're good." I'm
That's a specific kink. He wanted to sit in your filth. He would bathe in your bathwater.
That's disgusting.
I'm just saying.
Just
That's how bad he wanted it. That's how bad he wanted it.
yeah. I was like,
I don't know what he did. He think that you would be like, oh,
Oh, go
All
on.
right. let me watch.
No,
He was trying to match kinks. He was gonna see what happened.
no, and he wasn't wearing his mask properly.
Under
So-
the nose, under
It-
the chin.
Under the chin. So I was like, ugh. Like,
Of course he doesn't
and so,
fucking care.
and so I was like, all right, well, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
this workout is
Yeah,
over.
I'm good here.
I'm good here. I immediately left, got in my car, got the hand sanitizer, and dipped. I was like, yo, y'all are bugging, fam. Like, I usually try to go when ain't nobody there. Like, because.
When is that?
Honestly, really early or really late.
So just like during the day is not good.
Like, well, the cool thing is like, no lie, Planet Fitness has like a crowd meter.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one you're registered at, and it lets you know, like, is it busy or is it light?
Okay.
So, like, this was at the tail end of mine. I got there when it was light, but this is when people started filing in.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, ooh, it's time to go.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be around people.
So I had to dip on that. I was like, that's so fucking disgusting. Like, that's so gross.
I'm thankful I don't really have people talk to me. Like I don't go to the gym anymore, but you're kind of inspiring me to go back. It sounds like a good fucking idea. I mean, not for the weirdos, but like, to work out. It'd probably feel like a better human being. But I didn't have that problem. Nobody really talked to me. I had one guy stop me to be like, hey, I know you've been, it was the end of my workout. And he stopped me and he's like, you've been coming here a long time. And I just wanted you to know you look great.
Oh, that's really sweet.
It was really nice.
Okay,
It made my
that's
day.
Cool.
That was the right way to do that.
That's the right way to do that. Not
Yeah.
like, bro, like I'm a waiter or some shit. Like Gerson. Like no,
Yeah,
fam. Like
no.
do not clear your throat at me
No.
multiple times.
No.
When I was really happy that you was all the way down there, so I was really happy about that. And
Yeah.
you moved, and
Yeah.
that made me not happy. That made me really not happy. And then that really be blowing me at gyms when it's like all these machines, all these different equipments, and
You're right here. You don't need to be that close to me.
like the thing about it too is like if there's a workout that I'm trying to do and I can't do it because somebody's on a machine, I'll either do a different thing that works that same area, or I'm like, I'll flip flop. I'll work that out tomorrow and I'll do this now.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers will like stand like just kind of looking at you like, when is this gonna be? Hey fam, like I just got here. Like
Yeah.
I just got on the machine. I'm in my first set. Like can I do
Let me
that?
do my thing first.
Can I do that first? Damn.
Yep. And I genuinely think that guy who said that to me just wanted to pay me a compliment. I don't think he was trying to like
Yes,
holler.
he was
Like,
being
he was just
genuinely
being a
nice
genuine nice person.
Yeah.
It was very nice. And he had lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And you could tell when like there are people who have like worked really hard to lose a shit ton of weight, and this guy was one of those people. So I hope he's doing well.
You know,
He was a nice
do you
dude.
guys remember the movie Heavyweights?
Yes.
Do you guys remember that movie with Ben Stiller as like this like psychopath camp counselor? And it was like you can't even say this shit now, but it's probably one of Disney's best movies because it was kind of mean. like it was kids at a weight loss camp, like
Yeah.
a fat camp, you know. And the lead guy who played the main character, who was so cute, he was adorable. Like he was in Mighty Ducks and all that shit. Have you seen him now?
No.
Oh my god. Like
Bad. Oh my god.
no good.
Good, oh my
god. Like he's on Gossip Girl. He's been on Gossip Girl. People don't even know who he is because they know him as a little chubby kid.
Yeah. But he grew up and got
He's
hot.
been acting this whole time.
Wow.
He just grew up and got hot.
He
like
just had a severe glow up,
yeah,
like a pretty serious one.
yeah. Same with who is that? Jerry O'Connell. Jerry O'Connell was like the little pudgy kid in what's that movie with the 4 kids and the dead body? What's that?
Stand by Me.
Stand by Me.
Sorry, that could have been a couple movies.
Timmy knew what it was.
He did. He did.
But yeah, he was Jerry O'Connell was like the little pudgy kid, and then he became
And then he had a glow up.
yeah,
I like a good glow up.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. What are some who had some good glow ups?
Like famous people.
The kid that played Neville Longbottom in Harry Potter.
Yeah. He
Have
got
you
hot.
seen?
Who is what he look like?
He was like the little pudgy kid in the first couple.
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
And
Yeah.
now he's like fucking shredded.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who was another one that was a guy who lost a bunch of weight? I think it was the racist fat dude from American History X.
Yeah, the Scientologist. Yeah,
Oh, he's a Scientologist.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
yeah. He's good friends with the Masterson brothers.
God, it's getting worse.
Yeah.
As you go on. What
Yeah.
else? Did he kill babies? What did he do? He punched puppies?
Maybe.
I don't know. He played a
Allegedly.
racist in a movie. And it was enough for me to hate him because of that.
Well, true. But yeah, he did get
He had a glow up.
yeah, he had a glow up.
Yeah.
Will Smith had a glow up low key.
Like when?
Like from his rap career to his acting
Acting
career,
career?
like when his rap career, he was just scrawny. Like I knew a lot of girls that was like, oh, he corny, whatever. Da, da. But when he became the actor and he was like in his first major movie and he's shirtless and he's running down and the sweat is dripping down his,
Yeah.
in Bad Boys,
Yeah.
he's running down and I remember so many girls like, oh my god, like, ooh,
Didn't Jonah Hill have like a pretty good
He-
glow up?
did he?
Yeah. I mean, he lost weight and it was a beard that did it. It was a beard.
You know what is funny about Jonah Hill cracks me up because I remember he did some movie that I think he directed about like skater kids
Mm-hmm.
like a few years back,
Mm-hmm.
and so he was talking about I guess like somebody did a hip hop person did the what do you call that like did the soundtrack or whatever. The music scoring for it was
Okay.
hip hop based or whatever.
Okay.
And so like he's like he went, it was no lie, Jonah Hill went to like every black radio station and was talking about how much he loved hip hop throughout his whole interview.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm such a, but he kept rapping the same verse. He kept mentioning the same rapper in the same verse. And I was like, bro.
Buddy. He's like, who listens to more than one radio station?
and this motherfucker was smart because all of his favorite rappers were kind of obscure.
Nice.
Like it was like, oh, how many of y'all listen to Big L? And everybody's like, well, yeah, but kind of not really like that. Yeah, one of my favorite verses.
It makes him look dignified.
I was like, bro, like I've watched all of these interviews because I'm interested in you, and you keep saying the same thing
Over and over. Right. That's the problem you run into. It's not people who listen to multiple stations, it's people who follow you. And you're like, oh, I want to hear what he's going to say on this station and this station.
You start picking that up when you like
shit.
listen to the same comedians on different podcasts. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, you have like kind of a soft podcast script, don't you?
Yeah, it's same stories.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most interesting story I have. People be getting caught up and incriminating themselves on fucking podcasts too much.
Yeah.
It's a problem. It's a problem. I was just talking about like the moment that who's that scumbag? Is it Chris D'Elia? Like the moment he realized that he was probably gonna get fucking busted for being a scumbag.
Oh, when he was on a podcast and they talked about how you can take screenshots of Snapchat.
He's like, wait,
messages.
pictures
Fam,
on
his
Snapchat
face.
don't stay.
Yeah, his face.
He just like it was like he had a fucking reboot in his head.
His
You could hear the
face,
restart music
yes.
of the computer.
His
Fucking
face screamed, "Oh,
She was
shit,
like-
word, really?" like, oh
Oh.
fuck, like."
oh, I thought those were gone forever. And like everybody around, you could tell that his whole world stopped. And everybody around him just kept going. And he's just like, he's in his own little fucking world. And then he catches himself and he's like, oh, yeah, totally. And just like goes back into the fucking conversation. I'm like, he knew in that moment he was fucked. See it all the time. People just ruining their fucking life. Wasn't there a comedian who like, oh, that was wasn't that Bobby Lee who like talked about like raping a girl or like or having sex with an underage prostitute, something on his podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, and it took a while I think for it to like people to be like, hey, wait a minute.
You know what's crazy is like, it's so weird because I've been watching and reading a lot of like scam shit
Yeah,
and like just and cult shit, and cults are a scam too, like, you know what I'm saying?
for sure.
And just seeing like the amount of shit that like people try to get over, and like how a little bit of power, it don't even take it don't take much for shit to go to people's heads.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
to where they feel like, oh man, I'm just gonna, do some fucked up shit. And so like when all these motherfuckers keep getting caught, I'm like, fam, like low key, you're not even really a household name. Like how are you like that little bit of stroke to your ego was enough for you to be like, I'm gonna pull the trigger and just do some fucked up shit. Like it's real. It's real interesting how, you know what I'm saying, like, cause like you have to. All right, here's a question for y'all. Do you think that it's the money and power that gets to them, or do you think that's already there in them to do that type of shit? Is it already there in them to do that type of shit, or do you think the power and the money influence them, and it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this? Do you get what I'm saying?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little bit in them, but the power and money definitely influences it.
Yeah,
For
I feel like
sure.
it's a very unfortunate power dynamic when like male comedians can like be like to a female comedian, like, oh yeah, you come open for me. I'll show you around. I'll do this. It's like it's a that's a very dangerous like power.
Right.
And I've had nothing, but I have never bumped into any issues. However, I do think that, and I think, like, me and a comedian last night, we were saying, like, a lot of our really good comedians on the scene are really nice people. Like, they're good people.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, like, the people who are kind of assholes, it's like, where are you getting the audacity to be such an asshole? And I just feel like there's, like, yeah, the money and power can change that,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that you have a piece of that already. You have a fucked up piece of that already. To me, like,
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the bigger part.
Right.
Because like some of the shit that'll come out about somebody or the things that they did, I'm like, dude, I wouldn't have even thought.
Right.
I wouldn't have even thought to do
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the craziest thing about it. It's like, I would have never thought to do that. Like that's so like I feel like yeah, the money and power is a part of it. It gives you the opportunity to do it more frequently and freely if you because you can pay it off or whatever, or you can whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's just a part of who you are.
Yeah. You probably would be a scumbag in whatever field you'd like, whatever art you decided to dabble in.
Sounds like a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's in you a little bit.
Cause like to have the thought is what I always go back to. Like to have that thought. And speaking of that, there's a lot of because like people are mad about like quote unquote cancel culture. Like we said, there is no real cancel culture. Like, Louis C.K. is touring.
He is.
And selling out, and I've heard the shows have been good. I've been reading reviews that the shows are good.
Yeah.
And people are mad about it. Here's my whole thing. For his case, I'm kind of like, what more do you want? What more, like, what would appease people to the point that it's like, okay, you made him, because I'm always curious about that aspect afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, how do you?
I think what they want is for him to never do his craft ever again. I think that's what people want. I don't say I agree with that. I'm saying that's what people want. And if we are, if we're going to talk in the terms of like the cancel culture, where when fucking Morgan Mullet over there said the N-word and everyone's like, his fucking sales went up and that was fucked up. But the kid at the time, and we didn't like what he did. And then he did all this. He did some proper steps, right?
And then fucked up.
He did fuck up again. But at the time when that was going on, we're like, yeah, buddy. Yeah. Like, that's what you're doing the right steps to what, like, will get you uncanceled, so to speak.
Yeah.
If you're making improvements to better yourself, okay. I don't know what Louis done. I mean, I know he's addressed it.
Yeah.
I don't know that he's, like, done the right things. I don't know. I haven't really followed what Louis has done pertaining to
I mean, the thing is Louis was pretty independent.
Yeah.
Prior to it. You're not stopping that man.
No, so he's always going to have a following, just like
you're
Morgan
not stopping
did.
that. Yeah. And my whole thing is that the people who were against him, because there was no big like release of like he's touring, there was no protest, which is the fact of that the people who are against him no longer follow or participate in his shit.
And that's their right.
And that's their right.
Okay.
To me, that's all that it really should be.
You don't want him to you don't want him to make money off of you? Then don't give him your money.
Because, like, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Kevin Spacey is working again.
Where?
Kevin Spacey has a new film coming out. Or a new series coming out.
Who the fuck let that? What has Kevin Spacey done? I haven't seen that man fucking do anything for his fucking issues. I don't want that. He's a.
No lie.
I feel like. That's disgusting. Who is working with Kevin Spacey? But am I being a hypocrite right now? I feel like those are two vastly different things, and I'm not trying to like.
Yeah.
He was a child molester.
And allegedly, we're gonna play allegedly, but I'm keeping it a buck. The matter of fact is like, fam, your victims have died.
Yeah.
Like very mysteriously.
Yeah. Weird.
The victims from the super rich and powerful man died under mysterious circumstances? I don't...
What?
Happens all the time.
That's not weird.
It does.
It does happen.
It
all
does
the
happen
time.
all the time. We turning into conspiracy theorists and shit.
No, but it does.
like,
It does.
but like no lie, fam. Like that shit's wild to me. Like it's like. See, here's what's gonna fuck up this older Hollywood mentality, and this is what I've been saying to a lot of people. I was like, a lot of these systems are so fucking antiquated that you're about to phase yourself out because you're not keeping up with how these younger generations operate and move.
Right.
Fam, we keep receipts.
Yeah.
It's not like back in the day where it's like a rumor about somebody happened and then it's like, okay, that happened, and then it's through the tabloids, and then it kind of becomes like, underground conversation.
Case in point, Britney Spears. Like, there were people like following her and like trying to decipher like secret messages from her Instagram, and other people were like, you guys are looking too far into this shit. And it turns out that they were fucking right the whole time. The whole fucking time. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. Jake Brunig says, at this point, I just assume everyone in Hollywood from before maybe like 2015 did some shit. And even after that, it's still probably safe to assume. Yes. Everyone knew back then not to trust the tabloids. It was gossip. Fast forward to today. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Are you finding Kevin Spacey shit?
Yeah. And you know what fucked me up is I love Kevin Spacey as an actor.
So did Tim.
Like,
So did I. But that was like Timmy's boy.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite actors back in the day.
Yep.
I would burn his DVDs, but like
the man who drew God is what it's called.
it's a movie or a TV show.
It is a movie with Faye Dunaway.
Faye Dunaway. Why?
Oh, it's directed by an Italian director.
He's just out of the loop or what?
I thought you were gonna say directed by Woody Allen. I was gonna be like, oh yeah, no,
that makes
I
sense.
get that.
Yeah. It's just someone out of the loop, I guess. Oh yeah. On the other side of the coin, Brendan Fraser is getting a comeback, and he totally deserves it. He does.
Really does.
He really does.
We're gonna watch Encino Man.
That poor man.
Classic.
He went through some shit.
But yeah, so like I don't know, I just found it interesting that like all the people that like people were big mad at are like we said, that but
Just don't.
like for me, for Louis CK, I'm not tripping over. I'll stand on by what I'm about to say. I'm not really tripping over him touring, and because he's been a standalone, I'm independent. I'm doing my own shit. If you fuck with it, okay. If you don't, okay. And honestly, that whole situation, yeah, it was a power dynamic that was fucked up, but also in the grand scheme of a lot of the other bullshit that has been going on. That's elementary. Kevin Spacey is grad school, fam.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
got his masters.
Like that motherfucker is up there with a PhD. Like, he's like, you want to know how
Top
to
of
kill
his
people
class.
and be like a sexual predator and have an amazing career and keep it going and not give a fuck and leave clues. Oh,
Kevin
Christmas
Spacey
Eve,
just got a break for COVID, and now
Kevin
he just gets
Spacey
to
is
come
really
back.
trying to be Kaiser Soze in real fucking life, fam. Like he really is.
That sucks. Well, I'm not going to give that movie any of my money. That is my choice. I'm not going to. I don't. Fuck Kevin Spacey.
The
Fuck that
aura just got convicted.
Yes. And when I was just talking about him, did we talk about this on the podcast? The Would You Rather? Tim, did we? Or was that just a
It was a conversation.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, please participate in the chat. Would you rather be friends with R. Kelly or John Wayne Gacy? Which one
One
would you be friends
with?
The look on Adele's face told me
Which one would
neither.
you
She
be
wants to be friends with
friends
neither of those
with?
gentlemen.
You have to pick one.
choice. Yeah, you have to make a choice.
R. Kelly. We got one in the chat. R. Kelly.
One R. Kelly in the chat.
One
To the
R.
Ara,
Kelly.
to the Kelly.
One R. Kelly.
Who would you
in the
rather be
chat.
trapped in a closet with?
He
This
didn't
the
kill
remix
anyone.
To conviction. I'm
I...
fresh in the kitchen. Don't drop that soap. You gonna have every man.
Can we? I want to make this a
generation.
segment. Would you rather? Strictly of who you would rather be friends with.
Yikes.
I think we
But
should
okay.
do it.
Oh wow.
Each
We got R. Kelly.
we could pick a house each week.
We
like each,
got-
a house. Just R. Kelly.
No, it's gotta be wild ass people.
Gacy.
It's gotta be like.
Baja says Gacy, but okay. So here's the thing too.
Yeah, but
You don't-
Blaha has already admitted that he has like a dead body kink as well.
That's true.
So like,
That's true.
Like they're gonna be besties,
Right.
Like, hey, before
Gacy's
you do
got a
what you're gonna
partner.
do, let me fuck him first.
Right.
I can't do a shot voice, but
Hey guys. Okay. Okay. So hopefully this will
John, you're
answer
gonna have to cut your hair. That's too much evidence.
and to answer. Put a hairnet on. Answer some questions. You do not know what they're doing. You're just friends with them. You find out with everybody else.
If I find
What
out
they've
with,
done.
if I find out with everybody else, I'm choosing R. Kelly.
See, I'm not. Nope.
You're
I'm picking Gacy.
okay.
I'm picking Gacy. I am. Because I feel like it is much more fun to be like, oh, I was friends with a fucking serial killer than it is to try to tell people that you never got peed on by R. Kelly because no one's going to believe you. So
He didn't pee on everybody.
I'm just saying. The question would still linger in everybody's mind.
Fam, that is not what.
He didn't pee on everybody.
Fam, and that, dude,
Also, my reasons are
Wait,
pretty
hold up.
selfish.
Wait,
I would
hold
be safer.
up.
I would be safer with Gacy.
fam,
I would be. I would be safer with Gacy than I would be with R. Kelly. I might have ended up being a victim of R. Kelly. I would not have been a victim of John Wayne Gacy. It's very selfish. I'm sorry.
who did he like to kill? Young boys?
Young boys. He was a pedophile.
Oh, you fucked up. Hell no. They both pedos. So I mean, that's you.
But which
that's
one am I
one.
safer with? Which one am I gonna? Would I more likely be a victim of?
John Wayne Gacy.
No, he didn't kill women. He killed boys.
I hate this game so much.
See, I would understand why Tim would pick R. Kelly. Tim would not be a victim of R. Kelly. You might be a victim of R. Kelly.
I'm not being a victim of R. Kelly.
I'm just saying.
No, fam. I would just leave directions on the door for him to get into the room and try to make him read it to get in. Like once you can read that, you can come in here, fam. Like,
Oh my God. Making him solve riddles. They're like Blue's Clues, though.
like you got me. Riddle, figure this shit out before you try to come holler at me. This motherfucker.
Here's the thing. If I were in the scenario, if I were friends with either of these people, I would find out pretty quickly what R. Kelly was doing. I would not have any idea what John Wayne Gacy was doing. It wouldn't involve me at all. R. Kelly's not just trying to hang out with it. When did he just like hang out with his friends and not do stupid shit? Like you would find out real quick what he's been doing. I'm just saying, that's my answer. I understand why your guys is R. Kelly. I'm just showing my work.
Yeah, because the people. All right, we're not gonna do this. It's just like both of them is just incredibly. Wait, hold up, fam. Wait, Gacy was the clown or was he the fine one?
No, he's the clown. He was
Okay.
not the fine one.
All right, so who? Bundy was the cute one.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
What?
Yo, like, I would. All right.
What's fucked up? What
the
is?
fact that when they talk about these fucked up motherfuckers sometimes, majority of the time, they actually end up making them sound way cooler.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like in a fucked up
Dude,
way.
they glorified Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was played by fucking Zac Efron, wasn't he? Like a very good-looking man.
I'm like, fam, like
It weirds me out when people are like, "I don't fuck this shit out of Ted Bundy." And I'm
there
like,
was bitches trying to marry.
I know. Oh, people try to marry fucked up people all the time. I don't understand the
But
fetish.
you got proof of the fucked up. Like this is proof. Like there's trails. The FBI.
Yeah, Manson was supposedly a super charming guy. He was. People loved him.
Like,
Blaha. You would just be having a beer with Gacy and be like, Tim, can you do this in Sean's voice?
what's up with the clown stuff? Something weird?
Sean would too. Sean
all right. So, all right. And wait, and the thing about his clown looked creepy. Did you see the pictures of his?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It looks creepy as
For
fuck.
sure, but like
So, no.
back then people hired him. People welcomed him into their homes. They're like, yeah, he did things in his community. That was
Like-
the thing. He wasn't like just strictly like a dude killing. Like he was a productive member.
And
of,
so did
of-
R. Kelly. He would drive by McDonald's, by the kids, McDonald's.
He'd visit schools.
No,
He
no.
visits schools
He'd visit
and
the
everything. You know what I'm
schools.
saying? Oh man, he's a good mentor.
No.
Drake was like, "Let me get some."
There's
You notice he done got real quiet about who he talked to now.
so
We
what?
ain't heard shit about Drake talking to who was it? It was
Millie Bobby
Bobby Brown, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was because she's young, isn't she?
I think she's like 15, 14,
Ugh. How old is Drake these days?
33, 34,
Drake?
34.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, because she would be like, "Oh, he texts me all the time and asks me about boys I like," and it's like,
Look at
We're
Drake,
like,
grown
what?
ass hating, dirty macking on 14-year-old boys and shit. What kind of hater
You
shit
like
is
any
that?
boys? What's up?
Do you know
That's
how
some-
that's
that's some creepy
ass
uncle shit.
That's some creepy shit. To be a grown man and be like, yeah, so what's going on
Talking
with
to-
you?
you
We
talking to boys?
Like, yeah, that's who I'm supposed to be talking to.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What do you mean?
all right, we need to keep an eye on Drake because I just Googled it and she's 17 now. So if he starts acting up in the next year, like,
You know they be red in shirt when they get 17. They be red shirting them. They hang around them, and then like little leaks start coming out. Is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, they're hanging out. Like, oh, and then as soon as they turn 18, like there's been so many young celebrities where they're hanging around like these motherfuckers that's like 28, 29, 30,
Yeah.
and they like 16.
Why?
And they like and you can see like this is so fucked up, but you can see like this is what I see with what is that little buddy? The little what the fuck? I know this dude's name.
Who's that little buddy?
Shit. He dating Megan Fox.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yes. Like
Big
you
buddy.
can
Tall ass motherfucker. But what about him?
he is a little lanky motherfucker.
Yeah.
But like when you see them like putting their like their bid in at like 16,
Mm-hmm.
like they get into an arm's reach and they're like, soon as the age of consent.
Yeah.
Tiger did it. Russell Simmons did it. Like y'all can start naming the white people that did it. I only know the black people, but like R. Kelly did it.
Yeah.
Dame Dash did it. Like
Oh, Jerry Seinfeld did it.
Jerry Seinfeld did it.
Because Jay Brew just said, you ever see that meme where someone is playing Trap Queen and when he shouts 1738, it shows a picture of Seinfeld and his underage girlfriend?
Oh wow, I did not see that one.
I didn't either.
But yeah, like a lot of them like red shirt these shorties until the age of consent, and I'm like, dude, so everybody's okay with this? Like y'all are just
Who is that old ass white dude who was with that real young?
Stat Disick.
No. Real young blonde girl. Her name was Courtney. He was an actor. What the fuck was he in? He was a pretty decent actor. The dude from Green Mile. Yes. Who was it?
Rest in peace, but Paul Blue Eyes. What's the little
Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. His girlfriend was
Yes.
like 16, 17 years
Yes.
old.
Yes. Sam Rockwell.
No,
Sam Rockwell?
not Sam Rockwell.
No, it wasn't Sam Rockwell.
I hope not.
But
Yeah,
they be putting their little bit in, red shirt to shorties, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like y'all really letting this fucking rock in front of everybody like this. And so the reason why I bring up MGK is because he done said some weird, questionable shit. But the more and more I see that couple and the other couple that they always with, I'm like, this has got to be a PR stunt.
Yeah.
Like, this has got to be some weird, fucked up little PR bullshit. Because when have we ever given a fuck about any of these motherfuckers? Never. Nobody was waiting for Megan Fox finance to come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she pretty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then the boring Kardashian sister, we wasn't trying to look for her.
I don't even know which one that is. Which one is it?
The boring one.
All of them are boring to me.
Well, they all are. And why do they talk like Pebbles? Like Pebbles Flintstone. Why do they... They do that little baby talk weird shit. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
What the fuck? And it's seeping into other people.
Oh, yeah, it has.
I'm seeing a lot of people do that. And why are you talking like an infant?
You sound like that one song that... I feel like we've done that on this show before. What song is that?
I love your smile. That's Shanice. That song was hard, man.
Yeah.
Shanice was hard, fam.
Yeah.
Shanice
Every
was
time I
hard.
talk about that song, I hear it. So I'm hoping. Doug Hutchison, is that who it was?
I don't know,
he had
but
a
all these,
super
but
young-
like I'm just saying, it's just seems like
he went on one
they
of those,
create a
like-
culture of some fucked up shit, and they just like I don't know if they trying to do what the United States is trying to do with racism and just try to age it out, like
Right.
But it ain't happening. Like new little weirdos keep popping up, like James Franco. I'm
It
like, we
says-
ain't gonna never get rid of these motherfuckers.
Shay Bruce says, I saw a tweet that says MGK makes music for dudes who have the age of consent in every state memorized.
He do.
Really? For real.
He for real. He do.
He like went up he went up and talked shit about Corey Taylor from Slipknot. And then he had a show right after that where people just chanted Slipknot the whole time while he was on
word?
stage. Yep. They
There
were
was-
really pissed.
There was a meme where it's like Slipknot fans making fun of Slipknot, and they're like, yeah, haha. And then it's like when Machine Gun Kelly makes fun of Slipknot, and they're like,
No.
no.
And it was so fucking. I could find it and pull it up. It was the
How
most.
is that? How,
It was
how
the
is he
shittiest
beefing
little
with them?
fucking insult too.
What?
It was like a fucking grade schooler was like trying to insult. It was
Well,
so bad.
I mean,
Let
he
me
did
find
write
it.
"Your beard is weird." Such.
Yeah, way to stick
Such
it to
word-
Slipknot, that band that's been pretty significant for only, what, like 20 years?
Well,
Right.
that's what he said. To Eminem, your beard is weird. I was like, bruh.
Got him.
Yeah.
Got him. Hold on. It's gonna probably show it. Not the actual
White privilege
video.
is really alive because they letting. I can't believe they letting MGK really have a career this long. This is amazing. I gotta give it to him.
I'm telling you, I think a lot.
Feats
of
of
it is-
mediocrity, fam.
Oh.
MGK is feats of
Thank you.
mediocrity, fam. For real, I don't know how this motherfucker has managed. He is.
Hold on.
About Slipknot, after it appeared their sets would overlap, Slipknot was
Oh.
headlining and closing out the festival weekend, where there were
That's
numerous
it.
fans seen in the crowd leaving MGK's set to go and watch Slipknot. This clearly made MGK uncomfortable, and he commented on it to the crowd. MGK took issue with the fact that Slipknot wears masks, which he referred to as weird. He said,
He
quote,
really likes
"Turn the
weird.
lights up. Let me see who chose to be here instead of with all the old weird dudes with masks." This was not the only perceived dig he took at Slipknot. He also said earlier in the set, quote, "Hey, you want to know what I'm really happy that I'm not doing? Being 50 years old wearing a fucking weird mask on a fucking stage."
But motherfuckers left the stage, left you to go see them.
Right.
How'd that make you really feel?
That-
Right.
That definitely reminds me of the there was a Bonnaroo that like an old like 2008 or 9 that Kanye was on, and they scheduled Kanye on one stage and Pearl Jam,
Oh
like,
no.
and it overlapped a little bit like that, and people left and Kanye got super pissed about it, and he like threw a hissy fit and like said all this shitty stuff, said he'd never do Bonnaroo again. And that's why when I went in 2014, that was like his return to Bonnaroo, and everyone was talking about it, and they fucking scheduled it so there's like 7 goddamn stages at Bonnaroo.
No
And they
other
scheduled-
bands?
No other bands were playing on any other stages. I literally was like, well, I'm just gonna walk back to the campsite because I'd rather do that than watch Kanye West. Because he covered up, they have huge video screens on both sides of the stage. He covers them up. He covers them up because he says his real fans will get there early and be in the front, and the people in the back are the haters that they don't deserve to see him.
Wow, that's so
I would
stupid.
snuff the shit out of him for saying some dumb
You
shit
would have
like
had 2
that,
rows
fam.
of people. Bye.
Hey, fam.
And he's one of those, he'll play a song and then talk for like 10 minutes. And then do a song, and then, if you believe in Kanye West, you believe in your son. And I'm like, I'm done. I'm not stroking this dude.
Yeah.
You believe in Kanye West? You believe in yourself?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that?
I thought he was
well,
like
guess
doing.
what? I believe in myself. I don't believe in you, though.
Yeah.
I
Shut
thought
the
he
fuck
was like
up.
doing a bit. He's like Leonardo, Michelangelo, Kanye
Donatello.
West, and I'm like, is he a Ninja Turtle now? And he's just like the great artists of time, and I'm like, oh no.
No, somebody else has to say that about you. And granted, I get it. Sometimes you have to give yourself your roses. But Kanye West, bro,
You don't get to
you-
give yourself a nickname. Get out of here.
Like, here's the thing. Like, all right, the arrogance and all that bullshit, a little bit a part of rap, but not really. Like, not when you're actually performing live in front of people who just paid and all of that type of shit. Like,
Right.
no. Get up there and do your thing. But as far as like all of this like little ego bullshit with some of these motherfuckers, I'm like, honestly, like you need a reality check. Like somebody need to slap the shit out of you
Yeah.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And when he almost got into it with Conor McGregor, I was like, I can't even choose which one to fucking, because they got into it.
Yeah.
They got into it a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
Because I guess Conor McGregor was like, motherfucker, I'm trying to talk to her, not you.
Oh. They are very Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton.
No, the Wish version.
No, yeah,
the
they
Wish
are.
version of
But they're
Angel-
trying really desperately to be like that new horny
They
couple.
are the Wish
It's the horny
version-
couple.
Yeah.
They're like licking each other on fucking.
But
She's
so is
naked.
the boring Kardashian and Travis Barker.
Oh, they are very horny. Yeah, they really are.
I'm like, dude, like, what are y'all doing?
he like posted a picture or
Yo,
a video
your
of
kids
her
are on
sucking
social
his
media
thumb.
now.
Yes.
all of y'all got kids on social media. Y'all out here doing some goofy ass
He's
shit to
sucking
sell
his
some bullshit.
thumb on camera. Get out of here.
Hey, the boring Kardashian fetch is not gonna happen.
Megan Fox called MGK daddy on the red carpet. It was pretty gross. She said, "Whatever you want, daddy." And then Conor McGregor.
She don't
tried
got
to-
custody of her kids, do she?
I just.
Megan Fox ain't got custody of her kids, is what she trying to tell us.
Has anyone ever
Like,
said the words Megan Fox? She's a great actress. I don't think so. I don't think anybody.
She was
said
good at
that.
Jennifer's Body. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I haven't seen it.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I ain't gonna
Well,
say.
everything I've seen her in, she's not a great actress.
But
she looks great.
everything that she's in is not good movies.
She was in Transformers.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's not a good movie. That's not a good script. She was there to be pretty, and she served
that's what
well.
I'm saying. That's what she gets hired for, not her great acting skills.
That ain't her fault though. Thank you. Jennifer's Body is underrated.
I watched a whole YouTube video about how that movie was marketed completely wrong. And if they had done a better job, it probably would have.
Yeah, I don't know that one at all.
It came
I've never
out
seen
in
it.
my Blockbuster day, so I'm going to say like probably like '08.
But no, I just be looking at her like, fam, like you went from like Buddy from 90210
Oh, yeah, Brian Austin Green,
to
MGK.
I was like, this is the most both of y'all have ever been talked about in y'all's career.
Oh, for sure.
Like this is pure. Like, doesn't it just feel like early 2000s with them?
Yeah.
Remember all those PR relationships where they would make like little cute bullshit ass names combined and all that bullshit? Don't it seem like they was like, you know what? Let's redo that.
They're
Let's
like,
go back to that
we're-
bullshit.
We're both C celebrities. If you average it out, it's like a B minus.
That's
Let's
true.
do it.
They are. They really are.
That's so sad.
And here we are talking about them. And here we are talking
No,
about
because
them.
it's sad. Because I'm like, it's sad. It's sad to me because here's the thing. People keep trying to push certain shit as legitimate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, fetch is not going to happen. It's
Stop
just
trying
not
to make
going
it
to
work.
stop trying to make it work, fam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's all I'm saying. Like, it's annoying because, like, I'm like, how is this popping up on, like, the different feeds that, like, I don't, like, you think I'm searching MGK, fam?
No, never.
Like, dude, like, me.
Never.
I'm not up here like MGK. No, it's popping up. I don't know what algorithm these motherfuckers have hit, but it has seeped into different algorithms.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about these motherfuckers. Really, I'm just saying, yo, like these average ass, bland ass, like mid talented ass white people, except for Travis Barker.
He's very talented.
I'm not gonna do that to Travis. Whatever. I don't know what he doing right now. Travis, I love you.
Midlife crisis. It's all right.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'll let him have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead. Be with the boring Kardashian. But like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, I'm starting to see in Hollywood that there's a lot of the search for, let's be these, like, lame ass, like, couples.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's turning into this fodder of, like, and I remember, like, it was popping at one point to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it became like the cool thing to be the private couple.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like you know what I'm saying? Like the underground. And now it's coming back to that. And I'm like, dude, like what I'm seeing is like, and then I figured it out, fam.
What?
They're at the end of their career.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
They're getting their last.
They're getting their, I'm telling you, fam, they're getting their last of the last. This is it.
Damn.
I'm telling you, when you do this,
That's the end of the line,
that's
huh?
the end. For real, watch, they're going to have a reality TV show.
Oh, no.
Watch.
And people are going to watch it.
Watch.
You know people love trash TV.
Watch.
Oh, you're probably right.
Watch.
I believe
Watch it. Tell me they're not about to do a reality TV show.
It's going to happen. It's gross. I don't need to see into that life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. I think it's some weird ass shit. I think it's weird. But yeah, Ara went to jail. Yo, you know it's fucked up when like if I'm in trouble or if I'm perceived to be in trouble, I'm gonna look at who's defending me. Like
Yeah.
like if people come out and speak out on your behalf, fam, and if you look at who's defending you and you're like
You got to call your friend and be like, hey, you should just keep your mouth shut. Shh, 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 shh. I have those. Yeah. I have people in my life that I love you. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. People I love and adore, but if they came out to defend me, I'd be like, you need to cut it. Like, please stop. This is not helping. This is not helping.
Like for real, like when for real, like when Boosie Badass was defending Bill Cosby, I was like, no, not you. That's you, fam. Like that's you. Like you
Be like if
you
Bill Cosby
allegedly.
Bill Cosby
Yeah.
comes out to defend Louis C.K. You're like, oh, that's worse. That's worse. Don't.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really do gotta look around. Like there have been times where I said something or did something, and then I look around who's agreeing. I'm like, oh shit.
You're like, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Like, what fucked up shit did I just think?
You ever
Say
be
out loud, like-
sarcastic? Yeah, you ever be sarcastic about something in front of the wrong person who doesn't
Yes.
pick up your sarcasm
Yes.
and they agree with you and you're
Yes.
like, ooh, I didn't mean that. Like, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
When you say something super sarcastic and they're like, that's what I'm saying. And
And you're like, oh, wait.
oh, no.
Wait.
Sarah Silverman said that happened to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the lead singer of Journey.
What did she do?
He came up to her and said, "Oh, you are so funny. You're the one with the nigger jokes." And she was like, "Sir, no."
What the fuck? Who did he think she was? That's what I want to know. Who did you think she was?
And so, like, you know, Sarah Silverman does say some provocative things under the guise of humor, though. Like, but he didn't get her humor, and so he's like, no, I love your nigger jokes, and she was like, no, like, first off, stop.
You're misconstruing.
Like, no, like that's not it at all. It's actually in a documentary. And she's like, because she didn't want to say, they was like, oh, who was it? Because she didn't say him outright.
Yeah.
She's like, because she was like, this is the lead singer of this really big band or whatever. And she's like, let's just say on that day I stopped believing.
That's awesome. Jay Brew's got a question. Do y'all believe it when a celeb does something wrong and all their friends come out saying we had no idea they were doing it? Or do you always assume at least one of them knew? I actually, for the most part, I mean, think about the people who are not coming forward, though. If anyone knew, like, I don't remember like Sarah Silverman ever coming out and be like, I had no idea that Louis was like that, because she did know that Louis was like that. But there were people, because I do believe that our friends all have lives outside of us.
Yeah.
And there is probably plenty of shit that they do, not necessarily bad, but shit that they do that would surprise you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, all right, so when I was working at the casting gig, I took over for a chick that everybody was like, she's super sweet, she's so nice, she's so wonderful, you know, like they loved her, she was hardworking, all of that. And well, what happened was that she got arrested. She was there on January 6th, but she got arrested. No, it was before that. There was a different rally.
Okay.
Before that.
That she got arrested for?
She got arrested for her and her boyfriend were like QAnon. They had like guns, all this other shit in their car. They had drove from Georgia to DC with all of this shit.
Really great people.
Yeah. And everybody on the staff was like, what the fuck?
We had no idea.
Like,
Yeah.
they had no clue at all.
Mm-hmm.
No idea at all. So, like, there are some motherfuckers where it's like, you honestly, you may just have not known. Like, I've been in that situation in stand up. Where I've seen where motherfuckers are like, oh, I can't believe this motherfucker's doing this show. I'm like, why? Like, what's the problem? They're like, oh, this motherfucker is da-da-da. I'm like,
This dude did this, and this.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. So I would have been fucked up not even knowing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because like sometimes you like, oh yeah, I'll do the gig, and then boom.
There's definitely a big difference in knowing not knowing what your friends were up to, but also like not being surprised.
Yes.
There was a certain comedian.
I was about to go into
There was a
that,
certain comedian that it came out that he was a fucking creep, and it had come out way before that. Like people were like, "Yeah, we've been trying to tell you." Like, but were any of us shocked about it?
No.
Not really.
No. And
Not really.
And that's what I was about to go into. But
Shots
if
fired.
you are friends with somebody, if you kind of cool, because there are certain things that I'm like, my friend won't do that. But if I know what type of fucked up shit they would do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so like that's what I'm saying is like you may not know them to the extent of, really like how, but shit, you'd be surprised what breaks somebody, what makes somebody, you know what I'm saying, kind of, go off the deep end. So like there is that part of it where it's like, man, they might have just snapped that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
right. Yeah. There's definitely people I've talked about that I've been like, if something came out about this person, it would not surprise me, unfortunately.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But there are people that shit's come out. Like I just recently saw in the patch that somebody that I went to school with got fucking popped for child pornography, and I'm like, I'm completely disgusted. Am I shocked? Not really. That sucks.
Yeah, I had a teacher that got popped for it, and I was just like, he was the coolest math teacher. He would come in and play his guitar while we worked and stuff, and like he was really cool. And then I saw his mugshot, and he just looked so sad and pitiful, and I was like, "Fuck, man, like, damn it." You know?
We had a conversation about like if one of your close friends did something fucked up, would you go visit them in jail? Like it definitely depends on the level of fucked upness that it would be. Like if my friend accidentally like hit somebody with a car, like yeah, I'll probably go see your ass in jail. Like it was an accident. If you like fucking killed a baby and like ate it, I don't know. I don't know if I would come see you.
Yeah. If you do some real fucked up shit, I'm like, nah, I'm not. No, like I'm not doing
And
that.
it's a lot of effort to go visit someone in jail.
It really is.
And COVID days,
like,
yeah. Sorry, maybe I'll write.
Yeah, like going to visit a motherfucker in jail is some of the most tedious shit ever. It really is.
Fucking blaha. Oh, just want to waste a perfectly good baby meat. Bury it.
And see,
Burn it.
and see, this is some of y'all showed something about yourself when you chose Gacy, and that's all I'm.
So when it comes out that Sean has like a pile of bodies in his backyard, none of us are gonna be surprised.
Right.
None of us.
Right. None. Not a one.
Video visits now. I figured it was video visits, and some places were only video visits before COVID.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to go? Can you do that from home? Do you do video visits from home? Because it would be stupid if you had to go somewhere to do that.
No, you can do it from the crib.
Yeah.
They do in court from home.
That was how it was. Like the places that only did video visits, like in I don't know where. It must be like smaller prisons or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But you had to go to a specific location and sit in a room to do the vid. I'm like, you might as well go to the fucking jail. Like, what do you mean?
I got a jail. You ain't got a lot to kick it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Do it.
Do it. All right. So my one homie we were driving down state to some shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I had got really bad cramps, and I was like, "Yo, fam, like, I need you to like drive right now. Like, I just need to chill for a second.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna take some medicine. I should be good.
Yeah, let that shit kick in.
Yeah." And he was like, "No, I got you." So he starts driving. We get pulled over. I'm like, "Dear God," like, and he was like, and I'm like, "Dude, like, it's cool, like." So the officer comes up and he's like, yeah, you guys were speeding, da da da. I was like, oh, sorry. You know, he's like, oh, can I have your driver's license? So I handed mine, and he's like, oh, I need his. And he and he was like, oh, I don't have one. And I was like,
What? You don't have what now? Because I'm assuming this is like a grown ass adult.
yes, yeah,
That of course you just assumed had a
Yeah.
driver's license. Because when you said, "Hey, I'm gonna need you to drive," he didn't say, "I don't have a license."
yeah. This is how I found out.
Awesome.
Because he's been driving everywhere. Like
Okay.
meeting up at stuff
right.
and stuff. Whatever. So so he's driving his own shit. So I'm like, oh, his L's must be good. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, I don't, you know. So like, the cop is like, all right, do you have proof of insurance and registration? So I give all that shit. And so he's like, all right, he's like, I'm gonna need you to drive. And I was like, I got you. I was just feeling bad, but whatever. Because I'm like shook right now. Because like, I'm like, well, I don't feel cramps no more. I can drive.
I got it.
I got it. And so, but he had to go to court because he was driving on a suspended.
Mm-hmm.
And so he ended up having to do
Some time?
some time.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And
I feel like I know who this is.
yeah, you know who it is.
Okay.
Everybody knows who it is. And so
I didn't
But-
know this is what he did time for.
but it was all the way down, so it was all the way in a different county.
Okay.
It was
Yeah,
literally,
you guys were on the road.
yeah. So it was all the way like a 2.5 hour drive.
Oh, that sucks.
And so like I'm like, fuck. He was like, yeah, dude. So then he had to go to court, but he couldn't drive.
He couldn't drive.
So he's like, can I pay you to drive me to court?
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did.
That was nice of you.
And so
Did he pay you?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
And we had he took me out to Cracker Barrel.
Because it makes sense, the person, if I'm thinking of the correct person, why I would ask, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he still owes somebody money right now. And so
There's always somebody.
yeah. And so like, so he's trying to fight it, and I'm like, bro, like there is no fighting. He's like, it's my constitutional right to travel. And I was like, yes, it's your constitutional right to travel, but it's a privilege to drive a vehicle.
Yeah.
I was
not
like,
a right.
dude, this is like you have to understand how to read law.
Trying to be one of those free inhabitants.
yeah.
I am a sovereign citizen, therefore I do not need a license for your country to operate a motor vehicle. Thank you.
Thank you.
And they're always
No,
like, I'll
your
be
laws.
leaving, or am I being detained? And they're like, yes.
Yes, you are
course
being
you are.
detained. But why? Know your laws. Like I just said, they have the whole thing fucking. I think some of them read it. They haven't memorized it yet. And some of them are just fucking waiting to get pulled over. They want to do this.
Yeah.
They can't fucking wait.
They can't wait for the bullshit.
Oh.
So he
White
tried
people.
it.
It's white people.
It's just black people too. So he goes to court, and they're like, yeah, you gotta do a week. Like, you gotta do a week, bro. Like, you violated. And then they went, the fucking attorney went through, like, I'm sitting there listening to all the violations to
Oh,
get to the
God.
suspended, like it was like 13.
Oh my God. You're like, I'm finding out some shit right now.
It was like 13 of them, fam. And I was like, damn, bro, like, you was really.
See? That circle back to not knowing like what your friends are up to. You're like, damn, dude.
Like, and it's all driving. It is all driving. It's
I
not.
ain't gonna let you drive whether you got a license or not, because obviously you can't. Why are you speeding when you don't have a license? What the fuck? Come on now.
All right. So he's like, oh man, like, he's like, his girl is gonna be mad at him. And his job, who he got through his friend, is gonna be mad at him. He got to serve this week.
Mm-hmm.
So, but his boss was his homie from like high school. So he goes and talks to her, and she's like, "Yo, I got you. I'm gonna take you off the schedule for the week. Whatever. I'm gonna put it in. You're about to lose your vacation days, but
State paid vacation.
yeah, like you know, but like,
vacation.
hey man, like you gotta, you know, I'm trying to look out for you. I
Yeah.
got you.
Yeah.
And so he was like, so that was the easy part. The hard part was his girl.
Did he have to lie to her? Oh my God, KB.
He told his girl that he was going on a business trip about diamonds.
I'm not going to be able to talk to you for about a week. It's morning to night seminars on diamonds. Just day and night. I won't be able to call. I can't even text. You will not see me for a full week. We take diamonds very seriously, honey. She bought it, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course she did.
So she's like,
I hope she listens.
where are you going? And this idiot said
like-
Miami.
Oh, okay. You can't call me at all because you're at diamond conventions in Miami. Got it. Couldn't he be like boring ass 2.5 hours away? Couldn't he just have said the county that he was going to? Wouldn't that have been easier? You gotta,
As-
did you, please tell me he had her drop him off at the airport to go to Miami? Because I would fucking love that.
No.
I'm just going to drive. I'm going to pay KB a couple bucks to drive me
Yeah.
out to Miami.
No, he was like, KB gonna take me to the airport.
Okay.
So now I'm in it.
She can't even say bye to you? Damn, dude.
And so then, which actually, because they had kids, she was like, well, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Like, yeah,
That's
I
fair.
don't have to deal with this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, and here's the thing about this. He sets up this whole lie, right? And I told him, I was like, if you need a ride to that, please let me know ahead of time,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You gotta
if you're
plan
going
accordingly.
like, he's like, yeah, I think I got it. I was like, all right. He's like, yeah, like, Lisa's doing this, da 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 da. Like, all right, cool. Girlfriend doing this, cool. All right, got you. And so then I'm out. We're hanging out with friends at a hookah lounge. It's 10 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh.
We're all wrapping up, getting our finals smoking.
Yo, can I get a ride to
Yeah,
jail tomorrow?
legit.
Can I get a ride to jail tomorrow, please? What time? I gotta call it. I gotta be in at 6 a.m. It's 10 p.m. I'm just gonna pick you up now. You could sleep outside the jail, you fucking asshole.
But here's the thing. You done told this lie that you are going to where? Miami. For what?
Diamond convention. Gotta go to the Diamond Convention in Miami.
So you can't just, I don't know, leave with nothing, right?
Dude, you're gonna come back with no new knowledge on diamonds. Did you think about this? What did
Yeah, he spent the week in jail looking shit up. Like what you
this library got any books on diamonds? He's asking people in jail. Yo, who's the diamond guy around here?
in the middle of bumfuck Illinois.
He's got a week to learn about diamonds with jailhouse resources. All right? That means your peers and a few books. Like, maybe.
So, mind you, I got his shit in my trunk because you got to take a bag to Miami.
I want to know what's in this bag.
I didn't even. It was probably like
He's
weed.
coming home with no pamphlets. No fucking free, like, swag. Like, come on. You're going to a week-long diamond convention. You're bringing home free shit. Are you
Facts.
kidding me?
Facts.
Are you kidding me?
Facts.
I just imagine him trying to fake notes of it. Diamonds be hard.
Diamonds are forever.
Yes.
He's got all the different.
Diamonds are
Every kiss
forever.
begins with K.
A woman's best friend.
Colored diamonds? Question mark.
So fam. So we should stop at Cracker Barrel.
Can we stop at Cracker Barrel before I go to jail?
No, this is after. This is me
Okay.
picking him up. Like
Oh,
he gets
it's nice
dropped
of you to
off.
pick him
or
up
whatever.
too. Yeah.
So he gets there. Of course, he got to smoke weed. You know who it is by now.
Yeah.
So he got to smoke. He's like, man, I wonder if I can. I was like, you cannot sneak weed into jail.
No, don't do it. You're there a week, dude. Come on.
Like, just
Get caught with some weed up your butt. Come on.
So I go and pick him up. Mind you, his bag is still in my car
Mm-hmm.
because you know.
He didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You can't bring a bag to jail.
Yeah. So we're eating at Cracker Barrel, and he's like, yeah, man, it's fucked up conditions in there. I was like, now you're Nelson Mandela? Like, relax, bro.
A week. You were in there a week.
He's at Cracker Barrel. Better conditions for prisoners. Sir, you're at a Cracker Barrel?
Are you going to buy that? He's in the shop.
He was like, man, it's fungus. He's like, man, like, it's just like, that's a lawsuit. I'm like, oh, God. Like, you're already steaming. But, yeah.
Get it out your system because you can't go home acting like you just been in jail for a week, Mr. Diamond Convention.
Yeah. And so then I drop him off and home, and she was looking confused because she was like, KB dropped you off and picked you up?
She also went to the Diamond Convention. She had a different Diamond Convention to go to.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it was very, it was a very interesting thing. And what was hilarious about it, I was like, fam, he didn't even, if you gonna say Diamond Convention, maybe tell the whole store about the lie.
We're only sending him and nobody else knows about it. Super secret diamond stuff. All right?
I'm just imagining him trying not to slip up. Like, babe, food was disgusting in the diamond convention.
Well, especially if he was like, he got out and he's like, the conditions are terrible. Like, you know, he wants to talk about it with his girl, but he'd be like, so turns out the week I was at the Diamond Convention, my homie went to jail and the conditions, real bad. And now I want to fight. I want to fight for him to get better conditions. For the diamond, I'm in jail.
Oh man, the lies, boy, the lies.
We could do every segment, every episode we could do a segment of You Ain't Gotta Lie to Kick It and have a story with that particular person.
Yeah, we actually created that segment
Because of that
person
particular-
and another person.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
two people that just
Yep.
be lying their ass off
And that
for no
particular
reason.
person is the person I thought of when I was like, when we were talking about like, you look to see who's defending you.
Yeah.
Because I would be like, nope. You could just sit this one out, girl.
Just have a seat, fam. I don't need that. I don't need you to do that right now.
We're just going to chill for now.
Yeah.
And we'll circle back to it later and just hope they forget. Just hope they forget.
Yeah, like when Justin Timberlake had to hold Kanye West back because he was like, it was like at the Grammys or something. He was like, "You deserve best pop album. You want me to go up there and say something?" And Justin Timberlake was like, "No, please, please,
Okay. It's fine.
not on my behalf, please." Don't.
Yeah, we're good. You can sit this one out. Appreciate it. Yeah, totally. But like right now, we're gonna not.
We're not gonna do that.
Mm-mm. We can write them a letter. Why don't you sit down? Why don't you sit down now? And you write them a letter.
Yeah.
You write them a letter.
Tweet at them. Shit, you just send a tweet right now.
You're just trying to distract him from doing it.
And
Here,
the speech is over.
Ooh,
Awesome.
Play this game. Play this game. Did you see this game? Like he's a child.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have games on my phone. Thank you for asking.
Check this one out. I can't pass this level. Do you think you can pass this level? Let's play
That's-
the quiet game.
That's what their kids do to them. They're like, you are annoying. Here,
That's
Here.
so fucking true.
here's your phone.
Yup.
I bet you their kids were like, here's your phone. You're annoying. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, please. Stop talking to me.
Yeah. You're annoying. I feel like celebrities do get on their kids' nerves. Don't you think? I feel like I feel like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade get on their kids' nerves.
Probably.
Will and Jada definitely would get on my
that
fucking
was
nerves.
the first couple I thought of.
Like, if I
I'd be
was
like,
a
could
kid,
you
I'd just
shut the
fuck
fuck up, please?
Like, seriously.
I'd be mortified.
Mom, can you stop fucking my friends?
And Gab Union, like she looks great. She like posted her like whole ass. She's like looks good for 50, and you know her kids were like, "Mom, the fuck."
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. They
All my friends want to fuck you.
Yeah.
Oversharing.
Yeah. Way too much. That's what I was saying. Like, they some little weirdos. You know what I've been doing is I've been like, if any of that shit has popped up into my feed, I've been like
Not interested.
not interested. I've been doing that because I'm like, dude,
It's
like,
helpful.
Yeah, it's super helpful.
This shit figures out your algorithms pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was like, how is this shit? That's what made me think, because I was like, how's this shit getting here? Like, why? Like, what did I watch that triggered this shit?
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
like-
How did I end up here?
Yeah,
You remember the video I just sent you, the lady singing?
yeah.
I kind of want to play it, but however I ended up there, I was very grateful for. This lady just matches our vibe, and like I would love to collab with her someday. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
this
this
is the
is-
video. I'm just gonna play it. It's very. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not it.
That's tainted love.
Yeah.
It was. Oh, the sound. They took away her sound. They won't even let you play it anymore. That's a bummer. They took it down. Yeah, they took it down. So
It was
bad.
Shorty. It was making my way downtown.
She would like
But-
mute the radio
Yeah,
and sing over it.
yeah. But the words, she would like highlight a certain word and it would come back up. It was dope.
It was really good.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sorry I
shit was
couldn't play it with
hilarious.
you. Sorry.
How they gonna do that?
It was rude. It was TikTok is bogus as shit. They do this shit all the time. Happens all the time. So now it's just a video of her mouthing words and nobody knows what's going on. Poor thing.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Shorty. That was some funny ass shit. Are there any roses you want to give this week, or?
No, I don't like anybody.
All right, then hit the other one.
Mm.
Eat a dick. Ooh.
Ooh.
I'm super late on this one,
Okay.
but I don't mean to go off on this particular person because I don't mean to like snap
Mm-hmm.
and be incredibly petty.
Oh, I can't wait.
AOC,
Okay.
stop it.
All of it or like what?
AOC, stop it.
Is that it?
Stop it. Stop trying to be a celebrity and be like this is like she not like Cinema who just was like fuck y'all, I got paid out, whatever, I don't care if I get a that's just Cinema. She like fuck it. But AOC is like this weird, like like I'm like, you do know that like Twitter and Instagram is not where the policy is made, right?
Oh man, yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
like they're like, and don't get me wrong, she does a lot of good shit.
Mhm.
Like before I did this, I made sure I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Okay.
Like
You did your homework
yeah,
on this.
I
Eat a
did
dick.
my homework on
I
this.
appreciate that.
Yeah, because like here's the thing is that politicians are already like a cult of personality in and of itself.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's a Bernie supporter or a, you know, or a person who supports Trump or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already a cult of personality. But I don't need you. And this is an issue I kind of had with Barack Obama, too, is like the buying into the celebrityism of it in the midst of, because there are a lot of times where they do a lot of tone deaf bullshit. And like, I keep seeing AOC slide into that. So I'm trying to catch her before she truly falls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
But like, fam, like
You're not late to the party, KB. You're not late to the party. That's how you started this. You're not.
Wait, what is it? I can't see that.
Blaha said AOC gave progressive money to CIA ops. I'm more mad about that right now. And then Jay Bruce said someone did proper research before speaking out on a podcast. How
Oh.
unprecedented.
Oh, well, I had to, because I was like, and it's not even, but Sean, that's what I'm getting at, is that like your policy is why people voted for you.
Yeah.
And your policy needs to tie to your constituency and what they need, right? You are becoming part of the bourgeoisie that you consistently are talking against.
Speak against, yeah.
And then you want to turn back and be like, oh, tax the rich. Like, oh, we're two working class brown women. And I'm like, fam, like that designer has 2 boutiques in fucking Brooklyn and makes millions a year and grew up in Canada and grew up wealthy. What are you talking about?
Oh, so there wasn't an opportunity.
like,
Okay.
like that whole situation made me research her even more.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Good for you.
are you doing purely just optics of what people want? Or are you actually, because like because to me that's worse.
Mm-hmm.
That's worse than turtleneck. You know what I'm saying? Like that's worse than him. So like I'm just like I'm giving her the eat a bag of dicks because like to come from like, oh, I'm a waitress and I work 2 jobs and I'm and
relatable.
Then, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you go to the the Met Gala, which, and like Sean said, yes, giving progressive money to that type of shit and not really always having actual plans, but whatever. But then going there, like I'm like, dude, like does she not like is she not self-aware? Like does she not get like what's
she's
really
doing?
what she's doing?
Right.
Like in the city of New York where people can barely afford to live, where it's like high living, where there was like protesters outside of the Met, like you know what I'm saying? And then the designer took the design from another artist. So now you're wearing like it was just so many layers to it to make me research more
You're
about
at
her
the
policy.
Met Gala, first of all.
$30,000 plate. So like all of that type of shit is, so I'm not gonna get caught up in the minutia, but to bring it bigger, like you cannot get caught up in the celebrity if you're so-called trying to do the good. Do you get what I'm saying? And they have made sure, because that's how you silence. Like there's a saying like you kill a movement by making it a trend. They have made AOC a trend. She bought it hook, line, and sinker because all she does is go on Twitter and say little stupid shit. And then it's like when it comes towards policy, it's like, where is it?
Right.
And so, yeah, she eating a bag of dicks. I'm a total neutral, objective person. I'm sorry, I had to call it out, fam.
That's fine.
Like I was just like, dude, this is the most just most you're from Bronx, New York. You know what's going on, and you're getting swallowed up in the celebrity and the bourgeoisie. The shit
You're
that
like,
you're
I'm speaking for you guys.
yeah, while I'm partying with them.
Yeah.
What policy did you come up with in the fucking? All right, whatever.
All right.
She's getting
Eat a bag of dicks.
Eat a bag of dicks. AOC, get your shit together.
Eat a dick. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Anyone got anything coming up?
Fuck yeah,
Tell me.
Timmy, you gotta start us.
Well, the week this is dropping, I'll be at Two Brothers Roundhouse first. Super excited. I just got the group message and I saw the lineup and I was like, holy smokes.
It's a really good lineup.
I am fucking excited.
Yeah. Super exciting.
Yeah.
So that and
I think I might be on that show.
As a producer spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's my turn to go up.
Yeah. I hope so. I'm going to try to rush over there
Please
after work. Yep. Yep. KB?
All right. I got a shit ton of dates.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I have 0. Book me, please.
Absolutely. Book Aimee Blaze, fam.
I'm a dumbass. I keep not like getting a clip from any of these shows that I do really great at. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, you got it.
I know.
Clips.
I know.
All right. All right. I'm headlining the Hideout October. Wait, hold up.
Bless you.
Allergies, man.
I
Been
know.
kicking my ass.
I
All
know.
right. October 6th, I'm headlining the Hideout. That fucking lineup is bonkers. So if you're in the city, come check that out. And that's Wednesday, so the day that the podcast drops. So
Nice.
if you listening in the area, come out to the Hideout. It's gonna be great. Shout out to Sonal and Max. And then Thursday, SNF, Timmy Blaze. I think I'm pretty sure I'm on this one, I believe. Saturday, I am doing my friend's birthday party,
Ooh.
which is really cool because she is creating. The birthday party is a fundraiser for a scholarship for Black men in education, which is really dope.
I
So I'm
love
excited
that.
about. And Gabe is actually the DJ for it.
Nice.
Yeah. And then the 15th and 16th of October, I'm at and the rest of the month, any show that I have is at the fucking Lincoln Lodge. I'm on Campfire Stories the following week. 15th and 16th, I'm at Lincoln Lodge, and the 22nd, I'm at Lincoln Lodge.
Bitch is killing it. You
So
are killing
yes, it's gonna be a good time, and I have some more dates coming up in November. And
Follow her on
October. Yeah,
Instagram.
follow me
She
on
posts all
Instagram at
her
K Marion
stuff.
Comedy,
Yes.
and you'll be all good.
it. Yes.
Sorry, I don't. That feels weird to do that.
What?
It's just I don't like saying all of those dates and like all of that shit.
You're all good.
Yeah.
You're all good. I have no dates.
Because
have a-
when I listen to podcasts, especially of performers, and they do that, I'm like, oh god,
Here we
on
go.
to date.
Here
Like,
we
oh,
go.
here we go. All right.
I don't
yeah.
have shit right now until November. And then I'm on a show with a very funny Adam Burke, and I'm very excited about it. But I will keep you posted with that as it gets closer to that date. We do the See You Next Tuesday comedy open mic every Tuesday at Mojo's in Plainfield. And then we do a monthly show at the Drunken Donut. This month is wonky, so I'll get back to you on that, on those dates. and lineup.
Traditionally, the fourth Saturday of every month.
Traditionally, yes. But yeah, there is that. Thanks for hanging out with us today on the Happy Corner podcast.
It's been one.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
It's time to laugh. Boredom is just torture.
It is.
KB and Aimee have booked the doctor order.
We do.
Pull up but share is the happy corner.
That was impressive.
It was a long E.